the books, can't escape from the team. Call the morning steam, it's time to break one for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott, running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show. A pleasant good morning to you coming from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and thank you for joining me here on the show for Monday, August the 11th. We're ready to go here with our sports betting day. We've got Major League Baseball, of course, on tap here today. One game in the WNBA. As well, and we're looking for some other sports to talk about here on a Monday, maybe some tennis action as it's heating up here in Cincinnati today. We're getting down to some good matches here for sure all day in Cincinnati, and we've got some soccer tonight from Mexico, and I know you guys enjoyed the first match there with the EPL, with the match you guys were talking about yesterday. So thank you for joining me here. I'm getting just settled in here for the show. Really appreciate you joining me here as we get ready for the sports betting action today. Let me say hello to the folks in the chat. It won't be a long show. We've just got a little bit of an abbreviated card anyway in baseball today, but we're going to look at the action from yesterday as well. Hello to Cash Kane. Good morning today. Irish King is here as well. He had the Bears team total. He had the Chargers. Looking good yesterday. Chargers. All right. Twisted's here today. Hello, Twisted. Laker boy. He's rolling today for a good Sunday. Bobby Mack had a good day as well. Thought we had some good winners here as well here on the show there. So, all right. Let's see who else is joining us in the chat today. To get ready for the action. Good conversation here in the chat there. Man, look at the winners coming in from yesterday. Like your boy talking about the Dodgers, how the Brewers winning again. Man, another walk-off win there for 9 in a row with the rookie Collins. Man, how about this rookie Collins? He's so hot here. All right, Zach Hatton joining us today as well. Thank you. How about the intro? Right, we got a great intro on the show. D Money here today. There's Fernando in there. Cash Game. Thank you. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's that big a deal, but really appreciate you guys. Let me get to the reviews here and see who was the best chatter so far in the chat this morning as I was getting ready to come on. Take a look at the results from yesterday. We definitely had plenty of winners, that's for sure. Let's take a look at them and some of the highlights from yesterday's action, especially in Major League Baseball. We did start it off with the winner here on the Morning Steam Show with the under Kansas City and Minnesota there yesterday. We had Minnesota and Kansas City under in that game with Urania and Bergert. Kershaw with the 2-run home run there for Minnesota was kind of the key there in that one. And in the 5-3 win. All right, there we go. I got him. I got it now here. Winner on the show yesterday, Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. Game 2 go over, and we had the winner there in that big 14-8 win for Cincinnati. We had Cincinnati as a premium pick winner over at winnable.com. Tell you all about that in just a moment. But Miguel Andujar, 3-run home run. Spencer Steer, 4 RBI for Cincinnati. Look out for Steer today. Also 14-8 in that one, Cincinnati with the win. We had the winner here on the Morning Steam Show with Houston against the Yankees in that victory, 7-1. For Houston, said the price was just too high. Altuve, Correa, home runs. Houston heating up. They're ready to go in the postseason. They want to bring it back to Houston. And the Yankees have lost 7 of 9. We did have the under as a premium pick winner in that game. It was winner 7-1 there, and the total was 9. So also a winner here on the show with Detroit yesterday, laying that run line. We had the Tigers for sure in the win over the Angels on Sunday. Kerry Carpenter, 3-run home run. Riley Green, 2-run home run. If those guys are clicking, the Tigers are going to have a chance here. Kohanowitz, man, he's got an ERA over 6 now, so might have to get him some more. I don't know if he can go back now, but we had the over in the game there in the 9-5 victory for Detroit. Also a winner here on the show yesterday, Cleveland and Chicago game to go over with Ciccone. And it was Len Sosa. Man, this guy, 2-run home run in that one. And the Sox get the win 6-4 there yesterday. All right, we had a winner over at Tony's Picks with one of my super high roller plays with Philadelphia and Texas game to go under. Zach Wheeler spun a 3-hitter in that one to shut Texas down as Philadelphia won it 4-2 over the Rangers and Corbin. We had a winner here on the show yesterday with Arizona, run line winner over Colorado again, 13-6. We also had the over at Tony's Picks with super high roller play there as the Diamondbacks had 8 runs in the 4th inning with a 13-6 win there. Rockies are 30-87. Hopefully you're catching me over on the Cover the Spread show daily. Check it out on YouTube. I'm joined by Rod Zawacki and Al Ninos. And I had Seattle yesterday as one of my plays on the run line. Cal Raleigh got back to it, 2-run home run. Mariners are 66-53. They win. We had the over here on the show yesterday morning in that one, and it did go over with the 6-3 win for Seattle. Hey, I had the Padres here yesterday. I got all 3 games right in that series for sure. I had them as a premium pick winner here yesterday. Padres over Boston. Yeah, we had the Padres yesterday in the win 6-2. Their good times never felt good times never seemed so good there with the Padres winning the series over the Red Sox yesterday. Arise a 2-run double. Tatis RBI double. They booed him and he came through. Maybe they need to boo him a little more. Here he's been a little bit of a slump for sure. No man, according to the StatCast, has had more pitches thrown at him, not at him on purpose, but just statistically, more pitches arrive inside on Tatis than any hitter in the major leagues. How about that? That's according to StatCast. Dylan Cease won his 2nd game in a row, 6 innings, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts, and the bullpen did a great job again. Padres have won 11 of 14. They're 2 games back of the Dodgers. We had a winner here on the show yesterday, Toronto and the Dodgers game to go over in the 5-4 win. Goes over 8.5 as the Blue Jays got the win in there. Blake Trinan, he's back, but he's given it up. He gave up a 2-run home run there in the 8th inning. Dodgers lost a 3-0 lead in that one, spoiling the home runs from Ohtani and Freeman as the Dodgers bullpen blew it again. Big difference between the Padre bullpen and the Dodger bullpen, that's for sure. Late night it was. St. Louis over the Cubs. They finally got it in after those rain delays. 3-2. Cardinals with the win yesterday. All right, we'll say hello to a few more folks. We'll talk a few more games here, but then we'll get going with the show. Hey, everyone, like this video. Subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube. fastest growing sports betting channel on YouTube. Nuke is here. He had the Blue Jays there. Laker boys ready to go with some tennis here. Like I said, I have not publicly issued any plays at Cincinnati. I guess today would be the day. I'll look at the card, but it's starting here soon. And, like I said, I struggle a little bit in Montreal. I'm going to be firing at the U.S. Open, no doubt about it. And, oh, man, Fernando says the Brewers are overperforming. Oh, no, say it ain't so, Fernando. NYC Bar. Hey, there's NYC Bar. I got NYC Bar all signed up. Thank you, NYC Bar, for taking that extra step there yesterday. And I saw you in there. And I did find you in there, but I still needed you to do it this way to get that. So thank you, NYC Bar. All right. And maybe Laker Boys has the Pirates today, and Guardians was his only loss there, says NYC Bar, I think. Okay. All right, a few more games to talk about here. How about the WNBA yesterday? We did have a winner here on the show with the Minnesota Lynx in that big game over the Liberty. Lynx get the win, 83-71. They put it down on them in the second half for sure for their fifth straight victory there yesterday. Minnesota's 2-0 against the spread as an underdog this season, and Minnesota pulled away for the 83-71 win there yesterday. Also, I had a premium pick winner with Atlanta and Phoenix game to go under yesterday in the 74-66 win for Atlanta on the road at Phoenix. So Atlanta definitely has Phoenix's number. They've won and covered all 3 games this season against Phoenix. So for Phoenix, 12 of their losses, 3 of them have come to the Atlanta Dream. And Dream, now it's a big win to get that one on the road. All right, well, markets are open. Markets are opening, and there it goes, tumbling a little bit. Also, we had a premium pick winner over at Tony's with the Sparks yesterday. How about that finish there for the Sparks yesterday, winning it, coming back from 8-point down late, get the 3-point win. We had them here yesterday with the 94-91 win, another big score there. Sparks get the win as a dog there. And we also had here on the show Connecticut against Las Vegas. They got the cover. Las Vegas got the win, 94-86, but it was Connecticut with the cover. Also, we had a 2-0 record here on the show yesterday, right? In the NFL, we continue to roll in the preseason, my specialty. Dolphins with the win there yesterday, and we had them here, of course, with the 24-24 tie, but they were getting the points there yesterday. So we had that one, and we had the Chargers game to go over there yesterday against New Orleans. I'd say it went over 27-13. Chargers with the win, and we did have that as a premium pick winner over at Tony's Picks with the Chargers beating up on the Saints. Doesn't look good for the Saints, does it? I mean, they look like, I don't know, could they be the Aints this year? It looks like a struggle for the Saints this season. Tyler Show definitely looks like he is ahead of Spencer Rattler for the job, at least down there. And Chargers, Taylor Heineke, supposed to be the backup, but I think everyone is kind of on to the situation there with the Chargers. And Trey Lance looking pretty good. All right, Jimbo here today, Cash Kane, and Jimmy. Thank you for joining me here. Who is on top of the chat leaderboard so far, according to? Is Blue right? Do they penalize you if you use profanity in the chat? No more profanity. If you know, and there go the markets back up. Big gains today. Must be all that money that the chip companies are going to give us. The United States of America, giving us 15% of their chips that they sell to China, was a big headline today, and maybe is affecting the markets here in a positive way for some reason. All right, NYC Bar, you're number 1. Josh, Laker Boy, number 2. Cash Kane, number 3. Robert, number 4. Fernando, 5. Nuke, 6. Zach Hatton, number 7 there. And also, let's see here. Got a few more, and we'll get started. All right. Just want to make sure I get it right here with everyone in the chat. All right, I guess I just got to roll with this. Let's just get started with the show. The quicker we get in, the quicker we get out here today. Please, hopefully, let me get these notes in here, and we'll run the commercial. We'll start the show. So hopefully you caught me yesterday here on the Sports Money Network with our first UFC show of the season for the Dana White Contender Series. The action is on Tuesday night, so make sure you join us. Make sure you join us for the show. It is taped right now underneath the live tab here on the Sports Money YouTube channel. But we previewed the Dana White Contender Series, and man, did we have a top-notch guest in Mr. Blonde breaking down the Contender Series. You know how it is in the Contender Series. You got to dig deep. This man knows his stuff when it comes to these fighters coming in from some of these organizations. So please check that out underneath the live tab. You have 2 days. I'll probably try to run it tomorrow before the show because the action is on Tuesday night in the Dana White Contender Series, and check that out. Our Dana White Contender Series preview is sponsored by SXBet, the world's largest blockchain betting exchange. There's 5 fights scheduled for Tuesday night, contracts on the line there. So the top prospects in all of mixed martial arts there on Tuesday night. Make sure you check that out. And also check out today here on the Sports Money Network at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. We will have VB MMA picks for UFC 319, Duplessis versus Chimaev this Saturday, August 16th from the United Center in Chicago. We've got a big card. It's a big UFC 319. And our guest today will be a fighter that is on the active roster. A fighter who has 13 professional wins in his career. He's a little bit new in the UFC, but we'll have a fighter as our analyst today. He has also been in the Contender Series before as well. So I got a great preview scheduled today, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 Pacific. We'll have an active roster fighter from the UFC as our analyst today for VB MMA picks. So that should be awesome. Make sure you check that out. And not a big secret, but we're just have some fun, and you guys can try to guess who it is. Maybe we'll give some clues along the way. Like I said, this is a fighter who has fought in the UFC already. He has also fought on the Contender Series, has 18 wins, I think, in his professional career. I say think. I'm not teasing. I don't know exactly about that. I think it's 18. And I think 18-3 will be his overall professional record. And I think I'll leave that clue there. I think maybe that's where I'll leave the clues off. So check it out today, and we'll preview 3 fights, including that main event. Maybe we'll have some fun with that leading into UFC coverage here for today. VB MMA picks. That's at 2 p.m. Eastern and 3 Pacific time here on the Sports Money Network. All right. Hey, make sure you comment right now in the chat if you haven't already, because those folks that do comment will be eligible to win my picks. Well, hopefully you'd like to get some free picks your way. You'll just know what I'm on when you subscribe to my picks over at winnable.com, but someone's going to win those 1-month subscription like NYC Bar. So make sure you're commenting in the chat to be eligible for today for the drawing at the end of the show. And we're not going to be spending too long on it, just more me talking. So let me tell you about it, and then we'll come back with the show.
It's your boy, Mikey Money. I'm inviting you to join the Sports Money crew on Winnable. Get all of our premium best bet selections.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays sent straight to your phone right when you need them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
All right, so head to winnable.com/Ramon or click the QR code in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Use the promo code STEAM to save 20% off my premium pick packages over there. Also the picks from Mikey Money and from MMA Jeff, of course, here, who came through there big time for us over the weekend. Jeff brought us home some nice winners there yesterday. Man, good job. I couldn't get home with Tommy Fleetwood on my list of golfers there yesterday. That was a good finish. Great finish there. Felt almost like a major with JJ Spawn in there again. Man, JJ Spawn continues to rock and on fire there. But, man, it was a good win there late. And Justin Rose getting that win, like I said, felt like a major. The way that thing unfolded. I mean, it is the FedEx Cup playoffs after all the top 50 advance there. All right, let's roll back to the show here and get ready to go and say hello to the last of the group coming in, and then we will get ready. Terrell likes us better than First Take. I'd be great on that, wouldn't I? All right, thank you to everyone here. Jimmy Lambo joining us. Nasty Nate as well. He didn't like that result with the Padres, did he? And Travis Hunter, yeah, great. Travis Hunter looked good. The kicker looked better. Hey, maybe Travis Hunter can kick if the other guy gets injured. But, man, that guy kicked a 70-yarder this weekend. All right, let's go with the show. Get started here with our coverage and kick it off with the Phillies taking on the Reds today for game number 1. As we get going, like I said, we just have an 11-game card and one in the WNBA. Let's talk Phillies and Reds here today with Walker, Taiwan Walker here on the mound going up against Andrew Abbott. Abbott comes in 8-2 with a 2.34 ERA, 1.12 WHIP, 222 batting average against, and 256 BABIP. For Taiwan Walker here, 4-5, 3.53 ERA, 1.3 WHIP, 252 batting average against. Phillies are 7-6 with Walker on the mound. Good game here, right? You got the Phillies, obviously the better team, but the Reds have been on a roll and they're at home. And the Reds are end up being favored here, mostly because Abbott is, going to be the better option here, I would think. I know everyone, not always with it with Walker, but look, those numbers have just continued to improve, it feels like. I mean, a 3.5 ERA now with those 24 appearances. I'd say Walker's done pretty well. I mean, they're going to be counting on Walker, if it feels like a little bit somewhere down the line, in the postseason anyway. Total here, 9.5, maybe shaded to the over a little bit. The Phillies' bullpen will be getting healthy here as their suspended star will be coming back soon as well. Take a look at some of the trends anyway for this one and see if that'll sway you at all. I'll make the call as well here, but you do have Philadelphia coming in pretty hot right now. They've won 6 of their last 7 games coming in. They've also won 4 of their last 5 games on the road. For Cincinnati here, they've gone under in 11 of their last 13 games at home. Philadelphia has gone under in 4 of their last 5. Cincinnati and Philadelphia here on Monday. Go to the chat. We're down to $1.20 here. I believe we've updated here to $1.20. Let's get your picks here in the chat. All right. Terrell here says, I'm not rowdy. I'm not outrageous enough, but the takes, come on, the takes, Terrell. Cash Kane says Reds first 5 money line and the under. Irish King likes what he sees from the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, you got it right. That's why I think in that game when I was talking with going with Seattle over the Raiders, right? Even in a preseason game, right? Seattle's far along. It feels like a little bit with their situation now, and the Raiders they're restarting again with Coach Carroll in there, the former Seahawk. If you're not still in Seattle and now you're in Las Vegas, you've changed. You're Pete Carroll. Look, he's 70. What is he? 73 years old. It's his birthday coming up. So, I'm not saying that was the way to look at the game, but it just seemed kind of interesting that the Raiders are getting a little bit of attention. Good morning to Trevor there. NYC Bar on the under here. Phillies, maybe they are going to have some issues here with Abbott on the mound. And Abbott, maybe he's been not quite as good as he usually is, but you know what? Yeah, he's still, I think that might be just the way it went down a little bit. All right, let's see here what you got. Walker giving up more hits. Cash Kane says, I can see Walker giving up more hits now. After 5, Philly could get to him. Here's Bobby Mack says, Reds first 5 here. Yeah, man. Look, I think Abbott should be able to shut him down, but I'm kind of leaning to some runs here, I think, today, and maybe it could come for the Reds. It feels like. All right, I'm going to go with the over in this one here with Philly and Cincinnati. We're not starting with an under today, and I'm not just doing it for the attention, okay? I'm going to go with the over here with Philadelphia and Cincinnati. Next up, the Twins taking on the Yankees here, and you have Will Warren, the rookie, going up against Zebby Matthews. Now, the Yankees have a long history of beating the Minnesota Twins at home. They've won 7 in a row against them, but it goes back, man, a few years for sure. I want to say at one point they were well into near I don't know what was it, 22-1, 22-2, whatever it was. I mean, I stopped counting, but right now the Yankees have won the last 7 games by an average of 3 or more runs against the Twins at home. Now the Twins have started to come back a little bit on them with their home games against the Yankees, but this is a long-standing tradition. At this point, Minnesota does not beat the Yankees, period, lately. So are dealing with about $1.75 here. The total is climbing here, or going down maybe. 9 under 20 here, it looks like. Maybe even 8.5 over 25. Let's call it 8.5. We could call it 8.5 over 20 here, like they have it circa right now. So take a look at these numbers here with with Matthews, 3-3, 8 starts, 5.17 ERA, 1.38 WHIP, 279 batting average against, but 379 BABIP. For Will Warren here, 6-5, 4.44 ERA, 1.41 WHIP, 246 batting average against, and a 320 BABIP in this one. So the pitching might be a little bit closer than the line indicates here, but again, the Twins have got to be a mental block at this point. Right now, the Yankees have defeated the Twins once again in 7 straight games, although the Twins come in here after a good weekend. They've won 4 out of their last 5 games overall, and the Yankees have actually lost 7 of their last 9 coming in. Minnesota's gone over in 5 straight on the road right now, and the Yankees here and Twins have gone under in 8 of their last 12 matchups together. Yankees, they just beat up Minnesota. It's hard to not want to take them here. Let's see what you guys want to do in the chat and get your plays here in this one. NYC Bar likes the Yankees on the run line today. Irish King says Yankees first 5 on the run line there, and team total over D-Money New York run line, and Cash Cane Yankees run line here and the over. I didn't mean to scare anybody. If anybody wants to take the Twins, I'm not going to criticize you or anything like that, but it is. I mean, this is. I don't want to say it's well known, but it used to be a little even more predominant, the dominance of the Yankees in this series. It kind of goes back to some playoff series that the two teams have been in over the past. It's been a while, a little bit, but they also beat them up in the playoffs. Remember, several times. Jimmy says Yankees on the money line here. Robert will take that shot. I offered him extended the invitation. Somebody take these guys. We fire up the steam machine back up over here in case something happens. Terrell says Yankees team total over. The price might be built in a little bit here too. Right. And Yankees will wake up here. Cash Cane says these are the ones they've got to win. It feels like Jimmy says that price is high though, isn't it? What do they say? The price yesterday isn't the same as the price today. I think I heard the commentator say today. So let's see what you got here in this one. It's going to be hard to find people on the under too, it feels like, but it might be hard for me not to take the under. But Zebby, definitely a little bit sus, if you know what I mean. So let's see if we can get on it, but I don't know. I'm probably going to take the under here right now. I know bettors are probably going to be on the over here a little bit. Give me the under. I'll be the guy at this point. Look, the total is obviously going down a little bit here. So I'll look at maybe that sharp action and think that maybe that's the way it's headed. Okay, not much more from you guys, so I think that's time to move on to the next one with the Pirates. Taking on the Brewers here with Andrew Haney going up against Freddie Peralta. Man, it doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter if it's Freddie out there. These Brewers, remember, I'm taking them. I'm going with the Brewers to win the World Series at this point. Now, remember, we did take them and announced it here on the show several weeks ago. We did get them at 20-1. So, look, they're not 20-1 anymore. That's for sure. They're down to 10-1. But that is right there, the third choice with the Tigers, with the Mariners. Maybe the Padres are in that group as well. Right now, it's Dodgers are favored, followed by the Phillies. Then you're looking at the Tigers, the Brewers, the Mariners, the Padres, Astros, and Blue Jays. Don't forget, the Yankees are sliding. The Cubs are somewhere in there. Mets and Red Sox. Those are your 20-1 or better. You got 12 teams at 20-1 or better, and Milwaukee's come down here since we announced that bet that we announced that bet on July 22nd here on the Morning Steam Show, I believe. And it's gone down from 20-1 to 10-1 here right now with the Milwaukee Brewers and this new winning streak that they're on, 9 games with another walk-off yesterday, Isaac Collins. So a couple left-handers, though, here today. Yeah, Andrew Haney, 5-9 with a 4.77 ERA. Pirates are 7-15 with Haney on the mound. 1.27 whip, 250 batting average against, and a 257 BABIP for Haney. For Jose Quintana, he's 9-4, 3.57 ERA, 1.33 whip, 252 batting average against, and 276 BABIP. This might be the weak link, and he's still pretty good. Jose Quintana. Brewers are 12-5 with Quintana on the mound. We are dealing with the pretty big price here for sure. It has gone down maybe to $1.90 or so with the sharp books. And the total here is 8.5. Pardon me, 8.5 over 20. 8.5 over 20. The widely reported steam came in on the under in this game, but it's obviously gone back up here a little bit. Let me update that line. I'll call it $1.95, I guess. I see some $2 prices out there still. And what are you going to do? I mean, Brewers, they don't win them all. They don't crush them all on the run line, but man. All right, let's take a look at the chat. We'll go to the chat in this one, but we'll talk also about how it's going here. We just said how it's going for the Brewers. Pirates have lost 4 of their last 6. They are 5-2 straight up last 7 on the road. 5 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone over. Pirates have gone over in 7 of their last 10. Milwaukee's gone over in 10 of their last 12 games coming in. And I don't know. We're going against Haney here, but Milwaukee does it with pitching. We know that. And, the starting pitching, I know I've raved about it all summer here. It feels like now pretty much what's carrying them. Bullpen's about a 3.8, 3.9 ERA or so. A lot of comments in the chat on this one. Let's take a look. All right. Here we go. And Nasty Nate says, yesterday's price is not today's price. Fat Joe said that back in 2011 or something. How long ago? It was 2021. I think it was 2021. All right. And Laker Boy Right, that's what we say. Laker Boy Right, look at those prices. And look, I don't think it's a big secret how I do the handicapping sometimes. And, I'm not always Mr. Favorite. Maybe I am, but look, the sharps but go on those dogs. That's when you're supposed to take a favorite. But Fernando says, oh my gosh, $2 here. Nuke says he has Quintana listed as the starter. So let me take a. Oh, did I put the wrong? Apologies there. I certainly was talking Jose Quintana the whole time. I know the banner here had something else. Let me fix that. But I may have looked at the screen and said Peralta, but I know what we've been saying Quintana the whole time. There. Said left-hander there a little bit. So sorry about that. Let me fix that, Duke. Thank you. There we go. And let's see here. I'll fix that up. And then here we go. Jimmy's on Milwaukee on the run line. Fernando says go 2.5 here right now. And Cash Kane says, even I can't go with the Pirates, and I'm always trying to fade the hottest team in the league. Cash Kane says, Freddie's not pitching for those Brewers. It's Jose. NYC Bar likes Milwaukee on the run line. Twisted says, Brew Crew smashing those left-handers right now in the standings. Man, they're the best in the league going against the left-handers with that 23-11 record. Yeah, Haney's kind of fallen off for sure. Man, it's not the same old Haney there. Probably why you're languishing in Pittsburgh here at this point. NYC Bar says he is a starter. Yeah, Jermaine, that's what I saw. I mean, the steam reportedly came in on the line service reported steam to the under here a short time ago. Well, not a short time ago, about when I was getting up here. Didn't have to get up too early. Got up at about 4:30 this morning for the show with our shorter card, and they steamed it to go to 8, but now it's gone back to 8.5 over. So, all right. And let's see here. Twisted says, money line, lean to the over. Jermaine, Brewers, it can easily cash this team total again. Jimbo says, go under, though, in Quintana's pitcher outs here. I'm going to write that down here a little bit. Nuke says price maybe a little bit too high. This is time to try to take the Brewers here this week. And I think Fernando's ready to go with the Brewers laying that run line twice here, and sports money as well. And NYC Bar says it's a favorites kind of day. And Bobby Mack says Brewers first 5 to continue this roll right now. I guess I don't see it any other way. I got to keep going with these Brewers right now. They've done us well, haven't they? Feels like we were on the Brewers before they were the team winning by 6 games here currently. We've been riding them. Like I said, for the better part here of at least 2.5 or 3 weeks talking about, and it was before that too, was that momentum that they were getting, and that's why we took them there out of the All-Star break a little bit with that futures play as well. So go Brewers. All right, we're liking them. All right. Good morning to Sports Money here. Thank you, Sports Money, today. All right, we're going to continue on here and go with the Tigers on the road, taking on the White Sox. I think we got a new pitcher here, too. Let's see. I think Peguero might be an opener here. I think we could take a look, but Peguero is the pitcher here, I believe, for the White Sox now. And Detroit, they're up to $1.45 or so in the total. Maybe 8.5 over 15, it feels like. Maybe even 20. Let's see what you guys have and see what the line is. I'll check the old line service and see what they have right now. Detroit mostly around $1.40s, mid $1.40s, 8.5 over 20 here in this one with Paddock going for the Tigers, but it's working out a little bit right now. Maybe he's going to improve here on this 4-10 record, 4.91 ERA, 264 batting average against. Paddock's teams are 6-17 this year, but he has a Detroit offense behind him, averaging 4.8 runs per game. So for Peguero, here right now, 6 appearances, it feels like, so probably just an opener here. Let's take a look and see. Maybe he's going to be the just the opener, I would think, in this game. Let's see. Yeah, I even don't have a lot of juice on him coming in here. So he's in today. So Detroit traveling to Chicago for this duel with the White Sox. Let's take a look what you have here in this one. And look at some of the trends with these two teams as well. You've got Detroit. They have beaten the White Sox in 15 of the last 20 meetings between the two teams. Detroit is just 1-5 in their last 6 games on the road. The White Sox have dropped 6 of 7. They're kind of getting into that funk again a little bit. And you also have Detroit having won 12 of their last 14 games here in Chicago against the White Sox. Sox have gone over in 6 of their last 8 games overall with Detroit. Detroit's gone over in 6 straight. White Sox have gone over in 5 of their last 7 games. So let's see how you guys are going to go with this one here today. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be an over, though, with these two, frankly. But you know me. Let me go to the chat before I make my call here and see what you guys have. All right. And let's see. Tigers should crush the Sox again here. Maybe the price is affordable too. College White Sox upsets destroy more parlay tickets than any other team this season. They were in a groove. We were, we talked about them when they had that little run here over the I think they had a pretty good month here. And let's see here. Let's go to it. We're going to have some... let me check this out here. We're going to have some breaking news here right now. We're going to have to preempt this. That's good news. So let's get it. We got some breaking news here right now on the Morning's Team Show. Let's get to it. Big news here, especially considering our format, huh? All right. No, the news is not about my discounts here, but this just in right now here. Paramount has landed exclusive UFC rights in a $7.7 billion streaming deal, ending the pay-per-view era for the UFC. All events will be made to subscribers of Paramount Plus without pay-per-view in that 7-year agreement, averaging $1.1 billion annually and ramping up in later years. Paramount will stream all 13 of UFC's top billed numbered fights and 30 fight nights from 2026 on. Paramount Plus selected bouts will also air on CBS. Crucially, the deal scraps UFC's long-standing pay-per-view model, making premium fights available at no extra cost to subscribers. We'll have to have Paramount Plus, obviously, but I don't know. I have Paramount Plus. I don't know about you guys. I mean, you can get your CBS over the air there, but, Paramount Plus also has some other types of programming if you like. I subscribe to Paramount Plus, so this is a huge $7.7 billion deal that just came out here within the last, I actually believe it might be a little bit older. I just missed it. Here, but there is some tweets out there from Dana White that came out about 2 hours ago, and I'm sorry I missed it. I would have led the show with this, but White said the historic deal with Paramount and CBS is incredible for UFC fans and athletes. For the first time ever, fans in the U.S. will have access to all UFC content without a pay-per-view model, making it more affordable and accessible to view the great fights on this massive platform. The deal puts UFC among the biggest sports in the world. The exposure provided by Paramount and CBS networks under this new structure is a huge win for our athletes and anyone who watches and loves the sport. And that will come from Dana White. So I don't know how I missed that, but obviously a big deal there. All right. And let's continue on, though, with the coverage here right now. I see you guys reacting a little bit to that news. Still feels like a big story for sure. All right, we're on the Tigers, though, and the White Sox. I was just about to make my call here in this one today with the Tigers and the White Sox here. I'm going to go with the under as my play here in this one with Detroit and Chicago. Let's see. Let me go to the comments here a little bit, and maybe you have some more plays and also some reaction to the story that the story I mentioned. I do want to mention here real quick, though, the steam that just came in. Hey, they're going against me. Maybe they're fading me out there, the Sharps. Twins and Yankees steam here to the over right now at 8.5. It's gone up to 9, right? It was 9 originally anyway, so I'm not too out of shape. Or 8.5 over, but a little steam here, Minnesota and the Yankees here this morning. White Sox run line for NYC Bar. Bullpen game for the Sox against good bats. Doesn't sound good, says Cash Cane Paddock. Doesn't do well against the Sox, but these are the Sox. 9 Legacy, Detroit run line. Jimmy here is on the Tigers. And let's see here. Favorites against bad teams will crush today on a Monday. Sometimes that's how it is. Trevor Davis, White Sox on the run line. And Irish King here. Team total over in this one. All right. Robert McCormick has the Paramount Plus. He said, Jimbo, that's a Paramount deal. Nukeworker says, they'll pass along that price. Yeah, man, they might do that. I'm trying to think. I guess it's a good sign. I don't know how much I pay for Paramount Plus. I know how much I pay for ESPN Plus, and that price keeps going up. And that's where all the non-pay-per-view UFC content is pretty much, right? That's where we watch kind of those shows. So ESPN, they lose a little bit of content there for sure. And Jermaine, right? I mean, that's just it. And whoever pays for it, right? Jermaine, it's not about the pay-per-view. That's where they made their money then. But they can do it this way too. I guess it's always an option, right? That's like the NFL. It's not on pay-per-view, right? So the Irish King is ready to watch White have some blackjack there. Big brother. All right. Twisted says Paddock's given 3 home runs and 11 earned runs in the last 2 games against the White Sox. Jermaine's on the White Sox team total over. And under with Paddock, says Jermaine. And this one I'll go under as well. Next up. Hey, the Nationals are taking on the Royals. And, well, apparently there's no pitchers. It wasn't when I was updating the lines there last night, but let me put it in here. Cavalli. You can see Cavalli again. How about him? And Brady Falter, who's with the Royals here now. The line's 150, maybe 155.5. And the totals dropped here. Maybe, let's see, 8.5. We'll call it 8.5 over 20. There we go. All right, let's take a look at these pitchers here now with Cavalli. That was a good outing for Cavalli. Got the win there. Didn't give up any runs. .92 whip, 167 batting average against, and his 1 start. Washington won that game. For Falter here, he is 7-6 with a 4.14 ERA, 1.22 whip, 240 batting average against, and a 248 BABIP here in this one. So let's take a look at how these teams are faring here right now with the Nationals coming in here against the Royals, and get some of the trends in and see what you like in this one today. For Washington, they've lost 8 of their last 11 coming into this one. They've also lost 4 of their last 5 against the Royals. Royals are 5-2 in their last 7 games at home, but did just 2-4 in their last 6 games overall. Washington's gone under in 4 of their last 5, but the Royals have gone over in 5 of their last 7. 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone under. Washington's actually won 8 of their last 11 here, but it's a pretty big sample. Little steam coming in right now. Padres and Giants tonight in San Francisco with Darvish and Webb. We are seeing this one. When was supposed to be, the steam is coming in on the under in that game between the Padres and the Giants. It was 7.5, but we're starting to see 7 overs there right now, 7 over 20 or so. Now, the wind is kind of picking up there. I thought they said today in San Francisco. Maybe we could check it again, but I think they were expecting 10-mile-an-hour winds, but they could be swirling a bit. And we'll see about that when we get there. I think I won't. Maybe I can peek at it real quick here. I know if the steam's in, we kind of want to have it all, the information we can. The wind is blowing straight out to left field, 9 to 11 miles an hour. The winds start brisk and then they kind of die down. Temperatures in about 60 degrees tonight. All right, give me the plays here for Washington and Kansas City. Can Kansas City kind of get going here against a Washington team that definitely has had its share of struggles, but good pitching there, and the Royals have good pitching. So let's go to the chat and see what you have here in this one. There's one more Jermaine White Sox team. I think we went with that. Here, Nationals run line for NYC Bar. And Terrell says Disney owns everything now. Okay. Well, that's Disney's ESPN. Paramount is not Disney, though, that's for sure. Let's see. Good morning to T-Bird there. And Twisted says Falter had a pretty weak outing there last time. Nats run line here for Cash Kane. The Royals, these are the ones they need, right? I'd say no screwing around here. If you're the Royals, I mean, it's not that easy, but Cash Kane says, I almost want to take the Nats money line here at this. if they were at home, he'd do it. Twisted might sprinkle it. Fernando's going to lean to the under here in this one. I like $1.04. I feel like $1.50. Now, look, I'm a little, hey, we need to see more. I'm sure Cavalli's not all that, although not awful. I mean, obviously not awful after the great performance there in that game. All right, I'll make my call here. I just want to see a little bit more of what you guys have. But for Cavalli, I mean, he definitely is one of the better pitchers, one of the better prospects in that organization. Coming in, I think he was the number 7th ranked player in the organization this year. He was the number 3 ranked player in the organization last year. All right, and let's see. Nationals on the money line. First 5 under for T-Bird here. All right. I'm going to take the Royals as a favorite today here on the show. Just $1.50. But can I I don't want the Nationals right now. I mean, Kansas City currently sitting at 4 games back of the wild card, 2 games under 500. So they've definitely missed their opportunities for the most part, huh? All right. Hello to Lovable Plays. Hi, Lovable Plays. Thank you for being here today. All right, here we go with the Rockies on the road with Freeland taking on the Cardinals and Miles Mikolas. Man, the Rockies, the Rockies, we try to go with some of these dogs. Look, I don't mind the White Sox. I don't mind the little Nationals here, but man, this Rockies team, they came up big time short against a pretty bad Arizona team, right? Or I say bad. I mean, we know Arizona's kind of fading. Now, maybe the price is too damn high. Maybe the rent's too high here, but the Cardinals at minus 220, 215 or 220 total, 8.5 to the over, maybe 8.5 over 20 with Freeland and Mikolas. For Freeland here, hasn't gotten any better. Let me make sure, is it still Freeland or are they... Okay, it is. Yeah, it's a different pitcher for sure, right? Let me look at this. Is it Molina? Oh, it could be Dolander. Is it Dolander? Is it Molina? Is it Freeland? I think it's Dolander. Let's see what the latest is with that just goes to show you. Okay, Dolander. I'm going to say it's Dolander here a little bit. Let's put him in there. Feels like we'll see some other pitchers for sure, but let me update that. So, sketchy isn't the word for it here. Dolander, 6.68 ERA. He's 2-9 this season. 1.5 WHIP, 274 batting average against, 286 BABIP. Mikolas, 6-9, 5.11 ERA, 1.31 WHIP. 275 batting average against. The Cardinals are 1 game over 500. The thing is, emphasis maybe, they're not awful, and they actually maybe have been kind of sneaky here a little bit and at least staying in the race. They're 3.5 back right now. Feels like they can get some momentum here if they can take care of Colorado. Could they overlook them? Could you consider Colorado here one of the worst teams in Major League history at this point? 256 winning percentage. It just, like I said, we were rolling with Arizona. I know we were going with them as free picks. Probably should have had premiums on them, I guess, but they were just, it seemed too easy. A free square maybe was the secret there. Colorado's lost 7 straight, including 5 straight on the road. Cardinals have won 4 of their last 6. Rockies have gone over in 8 of their last 9. Cardinals are 4-15 straight up in their last 19 games here. Cardinals have gone under in 4 of their last 5 games at home. Let's see how you have it here in the chat. No one wants the Rockies, I don't think, but we'll see. we've got some sharp cappers here that aren't afraid to take a dog. I know that. Here we go. Let's take a look at this one. And Twisted said Balter had some success against the Nats before. Cards price is high. Are they the Brewers here, right? Cardinals minus 1.5 run line here for Cash Cage. Trying to get this price down. Nuke says it's Dolander. Here's Cardinals money line for NYC Bar. Colorado run line for Twisted. Cash Cane on the over here. St. Louis first 5 run line for Irish King. Team total over. Nuke says Rockies not only they're 31 games under 500 on the road. It doesn't matter, home or away, right? Hey, if you're 31 games under on the road, but Robert says, yeah, got to do it. And I'm not singling out Robert here. He's like me. He's a price player. Really hard to get behind a team like 225 over anyone. I'm going to take him. I'm going to take Cardinals here at this point. I'm playing the law of averages when it comes to Colorado at this point. I know they're going to get up there and sneak in there and get some of these games for sure as far as even a run line. But I feel like that should be my premium play there. Cardinals run line. But all right, skip that one a little bit. Hey, how about Arizona taking on Texas here with Ryan Nelson going up against Nathan Eovaldi. Man, it feels like Nathan Eovaldi to me has passed Tariq Skubal for the Cy Young Award, but Skubal is just such a big name, right? I mean, and he's still having an incredible season. So he's still minus 220. Nathan Eovaldi is like 14-1 right now to win the Cy Young Award, but I think if you put his am I wrong about it? I mean, aren't his numbers certainly in line with Skubal, with Crochet at this point on a team that is, hey, they could be getting some work done here for the postseason. Just feels like he's been on fire. Eovaldi, his ERA goes down every start here at this point. And look at it now. I mean, look at this outrageous ERA he has coming into this game. 1.38, 0.83 whip, 186 batting average against. He's 10-3. I don't know why he's not in the mix with these guys right now. At 14-1, no time's running out, but Skubal has not been perfect. A little bit up and down. We know he's still incredible, and you're going to take him in the postseason for sure. But man, these numbers on Eovaldi are off the charts. Good numbers for Nelson too. Don't forget, on a bad team, he's 6-3, 3.2 ERA, 104 WHIP, 204 batting average against. His BABIP 237 is actually better than Eovaldi's. This is a pitcher's duel of the night. It feels like. For the Cardinals, for the Diamondbacks here, they've won 6 of their last 8 games, but they've lost 6 of their last 8 on the road. Arizona's just 2-5 in last 7 games against Texas. Texas have actually dropped 4 of their last 5 coming in, but they're 12-5 in their last 17 at home. 6 of the last 9 meetings between these two teams have gone over when they played here in Texas. Texas has gone under in 4 of their last 5. 4 of the last 5 games have actually gone under in the series, but those games mostly were in Arizona a little bit. So, all right, let's see what you have here in this one with Arizona and Texas here today. Let's go to the chat and find out. All right. NYC Bars on the Rangers. Team total over. Here's Cash Cane. Rangers first 5 money line. And the D-backs will come alive after 5, says Cash Cane. Against that Ranger bullpen, number 4 in the league here right now. Under first 5 for Cash Cane. Duran continues to rock here, says Terrell. He had the day off yesterday, it looks like. Texas here for Tex Styles. Nuke says it's sliding away here right now for Texas. I don't know. I'm going to give Texas a shot here at this point. 2.5 back of the standings. I know it's a losing streak right now. It was a tough weekend there for the Rangers, but they might be able to get this one today. And good morning to Tex. All right. I'm going to go under here in this one. It's going to be hard to get me off this under. Houston to smash says Irish King as we're getting ready to go to the next game. It's going to be the Red Sox and the Astros with Garrett Crochet here. Talk about Cy Young, right? He's right up there, number 2 so far. And look, his numbers, 2.24 ERA, almost a 0.9 higher than Eovaldi, but he's 13-4 on a good team here. Boston 11 games, over 500. Crochet is 8-15 to the under so far this season. And I got to get this right here for sure. Christian Javier, this is a big story actually. Shouldn't have wrote all these pitchers in late last night. There we go. Got to get this up there for sure with Javier. This is kind of the story of the day here with one of the stories anyway with Javier here getting the start, and also the Alex Bregman returns to Houston tonight, so that should be interesting as well. And so Javier gets the start here in this one as his return here tonight. Let's see how you guys have this one coming in. First start of the season here for Javier as he makes his return in this one, the journeyman, if you will. I think Alexander was yesterday. Did I leave the right? Let me look at the graphic here. Total. Okay. Yeah, let me fix this all up here. No, I think we got it right. It's $1.75. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe it's down to $1.70 here and just shaded to the under. 7.5 under 15 here. All right. That'll work, I guess. So Houston opens up this homestand here. So season debut. Javier coming off Tommy John surgery. Houston enters the series a half-game lead now only over the Mariners in the West. The Astros have had a lot of injuries, man, but you have Arrighetti back now. Hopefully Javier returns here. So, with Correa back here now, so maybe things will work out. Houston may be picking up some momentum. Let's go to you guys in the chat and see what you like here. Good series here with Boston and Houston tonight. Here we go. Hey, everyone, make sure you hit the like button. Thank you, Old D. Really appreciate that. All right. And Sports Money says Texas there didn't lose to the worst team in the league, I think is what he's saying. Cash Kane says he thinks don't forget about that Arizona offense, although they've traded some pieces too, right? Boston run line for NYC Bar. Here's Cash Kane. Red Sox first 5 and under. Lovable plays like in the under here. Good morning to Wine Time. And Robert likes the Astros on the run line. And maybe a little bit of caution here, says Cash Kane, with this one. And Nuke Worker says, hey, you got to think that maybe here. Look, Crochet's been awesome, but Javier, when he was at his peak, right? I mean, pretty good pitcher, real good, very good, right? I would say here, right? So I don't know if it's a totally comfortable spot, as dominant as Crochet has been here. Let's see. Let's see how, does Javier come in on a pitch count here? SF Niner, hello. Nice to see you there. All right. All right. I guess that might be it from you guys. Maybe you want to see one from Javier here. They're minus $1.25 on the run line, and that's where I'll go. Give me the Astros here on the run line. We'll see with Javier in there. Good news. No matter how you look at it, is good news for the Astros. They continue to get a little bit healthy here. All right. Next up, moving to the late action here, it feels like right now, with the Dodgers and the Angels here in this one, with Tyler Glass now going up against Soriano in this one. And you've got the Dodgers here, big favorite, a little bit of a discount here, $1.75 or so. And the total, 8.5 under, but I'm starting to see 8 over as well. So maybe we'll go 8, maybe 8.5 under 25 maybe here. And maybe a little bit of a move to the Angels tonight, with Glass now on the road here over in Anaheim anyway. Oh, man, I got it. What am I doing here? Yamamoto's pitching, right? Am I just leaving up? Do I have the old pitchers up there? Is that what it is? I didn't change half of them. I have Yamamoto on my sheet here. Okay. It still does. I don't know if it changed. It's not a change. So let me at least characterize it correctly here. But like I said, $1.75. Let me just get it correct here. $1.75 right now on the road. Yamamoto 10-7, 2.51 ERA, 104 WHIP, 199 batting average against, a 264 BABIP. For Soriano, he's 7-9, 401 ERA, 1.4 WHIP, 254 batting average against. Soriano's been serviceable, it feels like, here this season. Now, here we are in the Freeway Series, and the Dodgers have won 5 of the last 6 games here in Anaheim. Also, Angels just 2-5 in their last 7 at home. They've dropped 4 of 5 coming in. Dodgers have gone under in 10 of their last 11 games on the road and 12 of their last 16 games overall, although the Angels have gone over in 4 of their last 5. 6 of the last 9 meetings between the two teams have gone over. What are you taking here in this one with the Dodgers today and the Angels here? I don't think I can. Look, I'd try to make excuses if I could find it for the Angels, but I'm not sure I can. I think the Dodgers might. This is a Freeway Series here. Yeah, thanks, Robert. Yeah, just had the wrong. I just missed. I missed typing them in there. Sometimes I just copy and paste the teams on the thing there. Okay, NYC Bar Dodgers run line. I don't think I can go against the Dodgers run line in this game. Nerfy here for SF Niner. I want to say hello to Deshaun G in the chat. Nice to have Deshaun here. That's awesome. All right, and Dodgers minus 2.5 for Cash Kane. Want to say hello to BBL Knocker Mello. Thank you for joining me here. And, he had a little Phoenix there, I think. Oh, that burned him on the last leg. Hello to BBL Knocker Mello. I don't know what that is. I'm trying to think. You got a stack full of cash. When I think BBL, I think of the Big Bash League, one of the top cricket leagues in the world. All right, here we go. Cash Kane, Dodgers bats will be electric tonight. Take your home run props. Nukes on the Dodgers run line. Irish King, Dodgers first 5. Team total over. Ohtani did a home run. Wow. Yeah. We know it's been a couple of years now, but still, anytime Ohtani, I think, Remember when he came to the Dodgers and he had that press conference? Remember when it wasn't but it was, remember when he accepted the award for the American League Most Valuable Player, and he actually did his interview, he actually did his speech in English. People think he always uses a translator, but he accepted the award in front of the baseball writers in English, and he thanked the Angels at that time. He also thanked the Dodgers for all that money. Hey, some steam just came in right now on the game between Detroit and the White Sox. My first, I have my patented unders. Here comes the steam to the over in that one with Paddock and Peguero. Oh, well. Doesn't mean it, but hey, that thing's going up right now. Paddock and Peguero, it was, like I said, it was 8.5, but now it's 9. It's 9 under for sure in Detroit and Chicago. Looks like almost across the board here. Dodgers money line with Muncy to get a hit. Yamamoto 6+ Ks. That'll pay you $1.90. Cash came like the looks of that. T-Birds taking the Dodgers team total over. SF Niner likes Judge, Ohtani, and Kurt Skillies to get that home run today. Irish King says Ohtani always looks good in Anaheim. And the Dodgers didn't like the way things went down there in that game last night against Toronto. McCormick, Bobby Mack on the under here. Mello says Dodgers -1. Thanks, Mello. Hey, I'd love to have you in here and giving us some plays. And thank you for commenting. Remember, anyone who comments can win the picks here, win my picks. And Irish King, more home runs. And Cash King says after the ending of that game, right? Okay, guess I got to make my call. I'm going with the Dodgers. I don't care tonight. I'm taking the Dodgers. Give me him on the run line in this one. All right, here. Oh, one more here. Bobby Witt Jr. And Rooker for 2-piece home run parlay. All right, next up, my Padres here are on the road taking on. I got another old pitcher in there. Why did maybe I didn't hit save. I don't know. I know Yu Darvish is pitching. Let me make sure I get his name in here. Logan Webb I have right. So maybe I was half asleep when I was doing this. I mean, look, it was a little bit of a lighter night of work for sure after the weekend. Let's call it 7/20 here. With Webb the favorite here at home against the Padres. Okay. Giants haven't been looking too good, have they? All right. Here we go. Darvish here making his 7th start. He's got 6.51 ERA, but has had his moments here so far since coming back. I had that nice win. 1.37 whip, 248 batting average against, 291 BABIP. Logan Webb's 10-8 with a 3.24 ERA, 265 batting average against, and a 354 BABIP. Coming into this one, take a look at some of the trends with these two. Padres have won 4 of their last 5. Giants have dropped 10 of 15. They've gone 1-10 in their last 11 home games. Have the Giants here. This series has gone under in 11 of the last 13 games between these two teams here in San Francisco. We saw that steam come in on the under. That's why you see that 7 over there. But the wind's blowing out to left 10 miles an hour reportedly tonight. Padres have won 7 of the last 9 against the Giants. Padres have also gone under in 7 of their last 10. Here. So let's see how you have it, but the weather shows wind blowing out. Here we go. Let's take a look. Love Places going up against his old team there. All right, appreciate it, Mello. Glad to show up here today. Giants money line for NYC Bar. Padres run line for Cash Kane, right? I kind of, Padres as a dog in this series a little bit. Now let's take a look here. Twisted says Darvish has him worried. I think he means, that he's going to be shaky. Lovable plays. When am I sleeping? It was a good night of sleep for sure last night. Padres can get to Webb. Abel's defending the Dodgers there. That's what he's saying. That doesn't bother Abel that they went down last night in such a stunning fashion, right? They're still the Dodgers. All right. And that's, I think, look, I'm going to tease Abel here a little bit, right? That's a little bit like the going back, just claiming the champion, come on, Abel, if you're going to use that, that's going to cost you in the end. That means the Dodgers are going to try to rely on their tradition. We know they're the best. Come on. All right, under for Lovable here. Padres for Bobby Mack today, right? I just think the price here, Padres are still competitive in a team that they've been playing pretty well against. Hey, Ryan is here today. Got to have Ryan. He says Austin Hayes under in his hits, 1.5, or is 14-0 in the last 14. Still minus 260, but all right. And Jimmy likes the over here. It does seem like I said, I thought the wind was blowing out, is what they told me. So I might just have to try the Padres here. It feels like today in this spot as a dog. Give me the Padres here with Darvish. And I'm going to wait till game time here because I think, yes, even with the Webb can be very good. He's not having a dominating Logan Webb year. He's solid every time out, and we know Darvish has given it up a little bit. And like I said, let's check the weather and see. But I was on another show, and I'm going to give it out here though too because I've got Jackson Merrill to hit a triple tonight. And I haven't punched it in yet, but hopefully it's 25-1. And watch out. I'm going Jackson Merrill to hit a triple. Stop Gio. Hello. We only have to stop Gio says I'm late for the show. He's right. We got one more game only. One game left. And it's going to be, we got one WNBA. Here's the Rays and the A's going here. Pepio and Springs. Got to check the pictures. Make sure I get it right. For Ryan Pepio here, 7-9 with 3.77 ERA, 1.18 WHIP, 228 batting average against. For Springs, he's 10-7, 3.89 ERA, 1.12 WHIP, 219 batting average against, and 232 BABIP. Pretty solid numbers for both these guys, really. I know those ERAs are high, but respectable numbers here on the WHIP and on the batting average against for sure. On that BABIP for Springs, the left-hander. For the A's here, they've won 11 of their last 16 games right now, and the Jays continue to struggle. They've gone just 4-13 in their last 17 games, although they have won 13 of the last 20 against the Athletics. Still, Tampa Bay just 3-14. Their last 17 on the road, and everybody knows the A's have been, playing a little bit better. The closer they get to Las Vegas, the better they're going to play. A's have gone under in 7 of their last 8 games at home, you guys. Also, 8 of the last 11 between the two have gone under. 5 straight between these two teams have gone under when the A's have been at home. But we know that they played in Oakland there. Played in Oakland there last year, but the scores in Tampa Bay were pretty high this year. A little bit straight. This one's tough because of the venue, right? Widely reported steam also came in on the over in this game. It's 10 under 20. And the A's are the slight favorite here. Let's go with your pick in this one. Tampa Bay and the A's. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of A's action here, actually. Okay, here we go. SF9 says the wins are okay. Stop Geo says the winds don't affect him as much in San Francisco because of the structure of the ballpark. It swirls a little bit, though, there in that crazy right field. Merrill's going to hit it off that brick wall. It's going to bounce over into center field a little bit away from the run, and he's going to run for a triple today. Ryan likes the Rays on the money line. Jimmy likes the Rays, and they get healthy here. Okay.
Steam play.
Okay, and Stop Geo says as the season goes along, his bet. I think he's saying he's betting less baseball as we get into. I think that's what he says. Like we don't have to bet on all the crummy teams anymore. Maybe. All right. Oh, what do we got? Some steam coming in here. Oh no, we're fine. Here we go. Lovable plays on the under here. And maybe it'll be a bounce back spot for Tampa. I think what we're seeing is, improvement in the pitching from the A's a little bit at home there. But Stop Geo says the wind's blowing straight out in that one. And that's where you got to worry about it. And in Oakland tonight, 10 miles an hour out to left field as well, just like the Giants game there. That steam came in on the over. Robert says A's in the first 5 in this one. All right. Well, hey, I got to make my call. I got to make my call here eventually in this game between Tampa Bay and the A's. I'll go with the under in this one. Ryan says, what's the best prop of the day? I think I just gave out my best prop of the day. I'm going with Jackson Merrill to hit a triple at 25-1. I haven't actually bet it yet, but all right, that's it for the baseball segment here right now. Thank you, everybody. We got just one game left. It's in the WNBA, and we're going to be out of here. The Suns are taking on the Valkyries here, worst team in the league against the expansion team that's been, we almost wanted to count them out here and put the Valkyries to bed here and say the season was over, but they're hanging in there right now. In fact, they are in the playoffs, I believe. They're all the way up to 7th place right now with that 15-15 record. Seattle is 16-16 in 8th place. So Golden State has 2 extra games to play. The Sparks are now 15-16, and the Mystics are starting to fall off the pace a little bit. So let's see, though, how you have this one. The Valkyries, I think it's actually gone down to 8.5 here. Let's take a look. 8.5 everywhere. Total 156.5. There we go. So we'll see how you guys want to play this one here with Connecticut and Golden State here today. Valkyrie's a big favorite. All right. BBL Mello. I think he likes the over in the A's game there. Sun for NYC Bar in the WNBA game. Valkyries team total over 83.5. Interesting there, right? Talking a little bit of over in this one. All right. So Connecticut has lost 4 straight games coming in. Golden State is 10-4 against the spread at home. That's where they've been, pretty terrific for sure. Here, I'm going to go ahead and take Golden State, though, in this one and lay the points. Here on the Morning Steam Show. Oops. I'll lay it here with Golden State. They're in the thick of things. They have great crowd support, we know. And Sun plus the points here. The Sun have definitely got it done here against a lot of teams. Some of these spreads on the road. But I think here in this one, if I can, anything single digits, I might be willing to go against the Sun. And then maybe double digits, I might be taking the Sun. I think a lot of Golden State's been up and down, ever since the injuries came down. They still show great resilience in winning some games as well, but the injuries have taken their toll with Billings and Thornton out. So Connecticut under team total here for lovable plays. Man, the show is the show's kind of over right now. All right. Thank you for texting me in the middle of the show, whoever doesn't pay attention. All right, the show's over. Hey, you can get my best plays over at winnable.com/Ramon. Check me out today. I have my best bets coming in close to 6 o'clock hour or so, probably for Major League Baseball, maybe a little earlier if we get involved in that Philly-Cincinnati game. I'll send out the plays to the subscribers when you go over to winnable.com/Ramon. This is how you get my best plays every day over at winnable.com.
It's your boy, Mikey Money. I'm inviting you to join the Sports Money crew on Winnable. Get all of our premium best bet selections.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays sent straight to your phone right when you need them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
All right, so check me out over at winnable.com/Ramon. Click that QR code in the upper corner of the screen up here and take you right to my Winnable page. Really appreciate your support. This is how you support me here on the Sports Money Network, by getting this extra content, is what I like to call it, but it's really my list of plays here every day. Use the promo code STEAM to save 20% off all those premium pick packages. We're going to do the drawing here now and see who is going to win a free month of the plays from me. I think it's been a pretty good month. If anybody in the chat is a subscriber and can maybe attest to it. Thought we had a pretty good day again yesterday. Let's take a look. We got 30-something of you in here. 31. Here we go. Old B, Irish King, Nine Legacy, Jimbo there, Zach Wine Time, Ryan, Laker Boy, Deshaun, Trevor, and it's Mello. Welcome, Mello. Hey, it's not rigged. I got my hands right here. Hey, Mello. Good. You know what goes on. You've been hanging out behind the scenes a little bit before you commented. I think it's great. Use the promo code WINNER. Go to winnable.com/Ramon. Get a month of the plays that I send out that I, pay $20 a month to get these plays, about 50 cents a day when you use the promo code STEAM. But Mello can use the promo code WINNER and get 1 month of plays free. See what I'm on. Mello, just have them in your pocket. You don't have to play the plays you don't want, but just take a look for a month and see how it goes. Thank you, Mello, for being a commenter, too. Hopefully we get you back in here on the chat All-Stars. You did a good job there giving us some picks. And that's what the show's all about, is your guys' picks. I'm here to guide us along the way and make my picks as well, and hopefully give you the right pictures and info and stuff like that. We had the breaking news, of course, today with that UFC deal. Wow. A huge breaking news story here earlier. If you missed it, UFC is moving to Paramount Plus. No more pay-per-views. All you got to have is your Paramount Plus subscription. I already get that. So big news here today with that UFC. So more news on the UFC today. Hey, join me right here in about 3 hours. We're going to have VB MMA picks, and not only that, we'll have a UFC fighter as our guest picker here on the show today. We'll have myself and VB, and you guys can maybe guess, like I said, here, maybe you'll figure it out who our fighter is that'll be our commentator. I like I said, I think he's had 18 career fights or 18 career victories here, and I think 3 career losses. 1 fight in the UFC so far, 1 fight on Contender Series, and he'll be our analyst here a little bit today on the show. So please join us today for VB MMA picks at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 Pacific. We'll have a fighter joining us to break it down here today. Pretty, Hasn't won yet, but I think he's a little bit popular. So, all right, I think that's going to do it. Also, check out the show here with last night, our Dana White's Contender Series debut, season debut, myself and BB and Mr. Blonde. Mr. Blonde was absolutely terrific in his breakdowns of the fights. I imagine we'll have him one or two more times, maybe, for the Contender Series show, because he was good. Thank you, Mr. Blonde. All right, a few more plays here, a few more comments real quick. Got Abel's West Up Parlay in there. He's got the Dodgers money line and the Valkyries money line. He's hit 2 in a row. Thank you to Jimmy. Thank you to Stop Geo. Thank you to Cash Kane. Lovable plays. Thank you very much. Bobby Mack, thank you always. Great job, D Money. Let me also shout out the folks in the chat. Who was the number one chat member on the YouTube algorithm? It was NYC Bar. How about that? Cash Kane, Bobby Mack, Nuke Worker, Twisted, Irish King in there as well. Appreciate everybody. And D Money was in there as well. T Bird, Jermaine, and SF Niner. So thanks everybody there. And Abel says he never pays for picks. He's too good for that. He doesn't care what Ramon's best bets, doesn't even care. Does not even care. All right. In other words, Abel I do appreciate Abel's great contributions, great support in the chat, and everything he does for us here, but that's where he draws the line. Not going to get Ramon's extra content. Doesn't care, could give 2 shits about Ramon's best plays. UD, thank you. It's personal between me and Abel because of the Padre Dodger. You understand. Abel knows. Okay, but can't deny that he does an incredible job for us on the West Up Parlay. And I love the West Up Parlay because, hey, I'm a West guy too. All right, that's going to do it, you guys. Man, I wish we had more. We should have probably did a tennis preview is what we'll do, but the action gets underway in 5 minutes. Thanks, everybody. Catch you tomorrow, more Morning Steam, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Don't forget to join Mikey Money here today, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific with pre-gaming. Mikey, get you ready for the primetime action. I'll see you in 3 hours with BB MMA picks. Come on along and see who our fighter is. Make a guess in the chat. It's up there right now. The chat's open. You guys can have a conversation in there before the show starts. Hey, for the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
When we make the 100-yard dash to the window, I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the Morning Steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money.